Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you love creating stylish and comfortable outfits, today's tutorial is for you. I'll be showing you step by step how to draft, cut and sew this trendy wide leg palazzo trouser with side pockets. This design is not only chic and versatile but also super easy to make even if you are a beginner. So grab your fabric, get tools ready and let's dive straight into making this beautiful palazzo trouser. And don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss on my new sewing tutorial. So I went ahead to, we have a pattern paper and I marked the edge line which is 1 inch. Mark the edge line like this. So after you're done marking the edge line, what you do next is to come in by 2 inches from the center of the pattern, just this, like this. Mark your 2 inch, mark it down to the trouser length. That's the length of the length of the pattern, just like so. You connect to the straight through after marking. When you're done with this, we'll have to start taking our measurements. So we'll take our tape from 1.5 inches from our tape, which we have as the band. So this one, you take your crotch where you want your trouser to start from, then you measure your crotch from there. So I have my the hip line. I did the crotch line, which I did the crotch measurement plus 2.5 inches is allowance. So I make the trouser length, which is 41 inches. 41 inches, which I'll mark here. So after which I had to extend the lines. I marked the 8 inches hip line, I marked the crotch line, then the trouser length. And I use a straight through to connect the lines. So after you're done doing this, we'll label as the waistline. We have the hip line, the crotch line, and the trouser length. That's the line that's still so what you do next after this, you place your, from the waistline, you place your tape on the, sorry, you measure your waist divide by 4, which mine is, and the one I'm using is 8.5. And I went down to measure the hip divide by 4, which I have 11 inches. I imputed 11 inches. Then what I have on the hip line, I extended it to the crotch length, mark the same line also, which is 11. I had to mark this. Then I'll connect to the straight through the crotch line to the hip line with the straight through, then the hip line to the waistline with a curve, just like this. So when you're done doing this, what you do next is to the measurement you have on the crotch line, which is also the hip line, also take it down to the trouser length. You take down to the length. So I'll measure the crotch line, which is 11. I'll take it down, then after which I connect to the straight through, just like the way I'm doing it. So when you're done with this, what you do next is to extend your crotch line, which I'll be going out by 1.5. I did 1.5, then I'll connect 1.5 down straight to the length also, just the way I'm doing it, like this. So after doing it, what you do next is to look for the break point. That's the mid point of the trouser. So what I do is, from the crotch line, you measure what the total length of what you have. Just place your tape like this, then fold your tape into 2. The total length of what you have divided by 2. So I just placed the tape, I folded it to 2, I marked what I have, like so. So I'll be marking, imputing what I have here till the length and the upper part. I'll take it down to the length like this. Then the hip line and the waistline also, I'll just take a straight through after connecting to the trouser length. So after you're done doing this, what we'll do next is to from the crotch line, we have a straight line here. From the crotch line here, we'll go up 1 inch, which I'll be doing. I went up by 1 inch like this to connect the curve. That's a crotch curve. Then I'll use a curve rule to connect it like this. Just place your curve like so to connect the curve. So we're done, we're almost done with the front pattern. So after you're done doing, what you do next is to come down from the waistline 1 inch. This is for the just the for the lower abdomen, it's just a fitting there. Come down there, you use the curve rule just to connect back to the waist line, just like this. So after you're done doing this, we're done with the front pattern. Label it as the front. I'll label it as the front pattern. Then after this, we'll have to draft the back pattern also. I'll cut out this, then we'll draft the back. So I had to cut it out. I'll cut from the line here. Then remember, this 1 inch you're not cutting through, because we'll be using the line to draft the back pattern. So I'll just cut through from this point first, then cut this other side, the length side, like this. So after this, what you do next is to bring to draft the back. We'll have to draft the back, which we don't need that part, but we'll need the full length first for the back. So I drafted the back, which I have the waistline, I did the hip line, the crotch line, and the trouser length, just the lines. So after doing this, what I did was to place I came in by 2.5 inches. Watch the way I'll do it. I came in here by 2.5, which I'll be marking here down to the trouser length. Mark it here like this, just like this, down to the trouser length, after which you connect to the straight through, just like this. So after you're done doing this, what you do next is to take your front pattern from the crotch line of your front pattern, place it on the crotch line of the back pattern, the 2 inches, 2.5 inches we have, the line like this. Make sure they are aligning together like this. Then you trace out the front pattern like on the back pattern we have. Just watch the way I'll do it now. You just trace out the front pattern just like this. I want to mark it like so. You trace out like this, which I'll be connecting with a straight row. After which I'll connect it with a straight row. Then the hip line also I'll connect with a curve. I'll mark here as the crotch line. So I'll connect this hip line with a curve just to create the front on the back pattern. So after you're done doing this, you can still create both front and back on one pattern, but I'm doing this for beginner's sake. So after doing this, what you do now is to um let me mark here also. So we mark here to this point. Then after doing this, what we'll do is to let me mark here straight. Sorry, connect the hip line first. Then I'll mark the crotch line. Let me just connect the line so we'll see where. I'm doing all this because of the beginners. So after doing it, what you do next is to measure what you have on the back crotch. Let me let me mark here. So after this, you measure what you have on the crotch line, because we want to look for the midpoint for the back also. It's just the same thing as what we have on the front. But because of the beginners, I had to redraft this. I'm supposed to draft on one pattern, but because of beginners, so they will understand it well. So after this, you fold your tip again into two. That's the crotch length divided by 2. You mark the lines, you take it down to the trouser length, then also to the waist too, just like the way I'm doing it. Then you connect to the straight through like this. So after you're done doing this, what you do next is to remember you have the waist. We have to extend the back crotch line by 2 inches. So I added paper on it. I'll go up by 1.5. You can do 2 inches depending on how big your butt is. You can do 2 inches, you can do 2.5, but I'm doing 1.5 on this. Then I will go from the hip line. I'll connect to the straight rulers like this. Then I'll go from the side. I'll go up by half of an inch. You can do quarter of an inch. I'll go up by half of an inch. Then I'll connect to the straight through at 0.5. I'll mark a straight through connecting to the side. Then connect from the 1.5 inches down to the half an inch, just the way I'm doing it like this. So after you're done doing this, what you do next is to create the curve. So if you want to create the curve, I will mark the straight row of what I have on the hip line down to the crotch line. Then from this point here, I'll go up by 1.5. Then I'll connect with the curve. That's the crotch curve like this. So we've connected it like this. So after we're done doing this, we have the back. This is our back pattern, and we have this as our front pattern. So what we'll do now, let me cut out the, I'll have to cut out the excess we have. Let me remove the excess from the back pattern. So I need to cut out this. I'm removing this. So we have our front and our back pattern just like this, which I'll be removing the 1 inches. Remember to remove this 1 inches excess from the front trouser pattern. So I'm removing it like this. So after which you're done doing this, what I do next is to keep this aside, or I'll mark the points which we're having the slash, which I'm using this red marker to mark. We'll be having a slash on this break line like this. Then we'll do it on the back also, which indicate that that is the place you'll be cutting through. So after you're done doing this, we have to keep the front pattern aside, and I'll cut the back. I have to cut out the back pattern just like this. Please, if you've not followed us, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much. Like, share to your friends, and comment, please. I will gladly reply your comments. Thank you so much for supporting me. So after you're done cutting this, what you do next, we now have our patterns ready, which we'll be cutting on fabric soon. So we have the back pattern and we have the front pattern like this. So we'll be slashing through the center of the front and the back pattern, but we'll be working on the front pattern first before the back. But before we do that, if you want to add zipper allowance on the back, because I'm doing the side zipper allowance, if you want to add on the back, what you need to do is just go down by 8 inches from the back crotch like this, 8 inches. Then you add your zipper allowance of 1 inch. Then after which you're doing half an inch on the other side for allowance, for joining allowance. Then on this part, I'll be doing it on the side, which is 1 inch zipper allowance. I'll be adding 1 inch on the side for zipper. If you don't want the zipper, your zip to be on the side, you can put it on the back. It's still fine. So I will be putting the zipper on the side of the trouser. Then after which we'll add allowance on other sides, which I'll be adding half an inch on this side. I'll add 1 inch on this side also. You can do it half of an inch. We'll add 1 inch, then half of an inch, or let me write, or half of an inch. Is up to you how you want it. 1 inch is fine, half of an inch is fine for joining. Then the side 1 inch, on this side also 1 inch. Then on the length of the trouser, you can do 1 inch, you can do 1.5, you can do 2 inches. Is how wide you want it. So after you're done doing this, what we'll do now is to slash the line, which I'll be keeping the back aside to slash on the front side of the pattern. So we have the front like this, and I have this fabric which I'll be using, the 3 yards of the crepe. I have this 3 yards of crepe which I'll be using. If you're on the plus side, you can use 3.5. If you want it very wide, you can use 3.54 yards. It's how wide you want it, but I'm using 3 yards for this project. So what you do now is to slash open from this line like this. You just slash open to the waistline. Make sure you're not slashing the pattern open. You just stop at, let's say, half of an inch below the waistline, just like this. You just stop at half of an inch, but make sure you don't slash through the pattern. So I'll be placing this on the fabric so we can cut out. So I went ahead to place this on fabric, and this is what we are having. And we have I have the allowance. I'll be adding the allowance here, which I'll add also on the waistline and the side 1 inch. And the wideness of the trouser, I did 11 inches. So you can make it, that's why I said you can make it as wide as you want. So I did 11 inches on this project. So I had to cut out the fabric just the way I'm doing it. I added 2 inches on the length part. So I'm cutting like so. You can do 1.5, you can do half 1 inch, sorry. So after cutting this, we have the front like this, which I'll be cutting the back off camera. So I had to do the back. I had to cut the back pattern, which I'm having the back like this. I went ahead to do that and have the back like this, and the back is wide like so, the same 11 inches on the back also. And I have the front like this, which will be removing the pins to start sewing. So I had to remove the pins on the pattern, just like this, and remove on the back also. We have our patterns like this, which we have the back, and I have the front. So what we'll do now, we'll be keeping the back aside to start with the front sewing. So what I will do next, what you do next, is to the crotch area, you have to sew it by half of an inch. Remember, we left half of an inch for this, so I will go ahead to sew by half of an inch, just like this, half of an inch. Then I'll, just like so, you stitch half of an inch from that point to that point. Then I'll bring for us to see how I'll create the pocket. So I went ahead to sew the half of an inch, and this is what we are having like this. We have the crotch joined together, and what you do next is to fold the sides, just the way I'm doing it. Fold the side, but I want to create the pockets now. So you fold the side like so. So when you fold the side, make sure they are equal. The waistline, the sides, the two are equal to get the measurement for the pocket. So what you do next is to make sure they are equal. What you do now, after making sure you are laying the fabric equal, is to take your measurement from the waistline. You come in by 4 inches, just the way I'm doing it now. Watch me. From this point here, you come in by 4 inches, then you go down by 6 inches. You go down by 6 inches here. So after taking the line like this, I'm doing this for beginner's sake. You make a square just the way I'm doing it like this to make it easy for you. You make a square like this, then you go up from that square. You go up by 2.5 inches. You go up by 2.5 before making your curve. You go by 2.5, then you make the curve. You can make it if you want a straight line. You just, from that 4 inches, take your straight rule, make it straight to that 6 inches line. But this time I'm doing a curve, so I'll just connect and I will cut like this, which I'm doing like so. You have to cut it. So after you cut, what you do now is I went ahead to cut the fabric of 7 inches by 10, which I'll be using for the pockets. So I did 7 inches by 10, which I did 4 pieces. I folded it the right side facing right side, which I have 2 on one side, 2 on the other pocket. So I'll be folding these two like this, which I have right side facing right side. Then place your pocket like so, just the way I'm doing it. Then make sure your side and the waistline is meeting. Just arrange it to make sure that they are on the same line, just the way I'm fixing it like this. Then what you do now is to cut out the excess you're having, to make sure it's having the same line with the waistline and the pocket line, just the way I'm cutting it out like this. So after creating that, you have to cut out that one, which you will be removing. We don't need that one anymore, but the other two that we have the full 7 by 10, we'll be using that one for the other side of the pocket. So after doing that, what you do now is I remove the pin, because I had to pin the two fabrics together. So I remove the pin, which I'll be placing one of the pockets on this side, the fabric, the right side of the fabric facing the right side, which the wrong side of the pocket will be facing you. So when you do this, you stitch by 1/4 of an inch. Just stitch it by 1/4 of an inch round. Then after stitching 1/4 of an inch, you have to top stitch on the pocket side, because it's the one that is facing, will face the inside, so you have to top stitch. So I'll do that on this side, do other pocket and bring for us. So I went ahead to do that. I stitched on the pockets, which I top stitched on the side of the pockets. Then after which I had to iron it, and we are having it like this. I did it on this side, I did also on the other side. which we are having it meeting like this. So after you're done doing this, you have to turn it like so, which the wrong side this time will be facing you. The wrong side of your trouser will be facing you, but the pocket side, the pocket right side is facing you. The wrong side of the trouser, the main trouser, is facing you. So what you do now is to take the wrong side, that's the right side of the pocket, to face the right side of the other pocket you've sewn. Then you place it like so, then you pin. After doing that, you have to pin it. You pin like this. Sorry, the fabric is not too bright. I don't know, but please manage it with me. Thank you. So we pin like so. So after pinning, what you do now is you pin the side. You're not pinning it on the trouser, just pin the pockets alone. When you pin the side, you now sew the side with half of an inch round. You're sewing the pocket and not the trouser. Don't sew the pocket on the trouser, just sew the pocket and just the pocket. Sew around the pocket. You can make it curvy, you can make it straight, it's up to you. You can just curve it like this if you want it curvy. If you don't want it straight, you can just curve like this. If not, you can sew it straight. So I'll do that on this one. I'll do on the other pocket also. I'll sew in the other pocket, then I'll bring for us to see the outcome of it. So I went ahead to sew, and this is what we are having. We're having the front, which we've sewn the pockets already. We're having it like this. We have like so. When you dip your, it's ready. Like we have in the pocket like this. We have on the other side. I did the other side also, which we're having like this. So what we'll do next now is you have to bring in your back trouser. So I'll be taking the back trouser, which I'll place like this. What I'll do now is I went ahead to sew the crotch side of the back. So you'll be placing the right side facing the right side of the fabric. The right side is facing the right side. Then you pick the crotch line like this. So when you pick the points, what you do is to pin down the points. So when you want to sew, you sew the crotch and the down like this. You sew from the crotch line, you sew half of an inch, depends on the inches you added. If it's 1 inch you add at the allowance, you sew your 1 inch, but I did half of an inch, so I'll be sewing through the half of an inch. I'll do that on the other side. I'll do that on this side also, which I'll also join the side. I'm leaving the side up, but I will leave some inches because my zipper will be on the side. I'll leave the side zipper, so I'll do all that, bring for us to see. So I went ahead to do that. I left the allowance for the zipper for the side. I joined the other sides. I joined and the others the center, that's the flap side. Then I left about 9 inches for the pockets. I left 9 inches for the pocket, which is so. So what we'll do now, I went ahead also to cut a 4 inches waistband, which by the time I fold, I'll have it as 2 inches. If I remove half of an inch on both sides, I'll be having 1.5 inch as the band. So I'll go ahead to open the waistline. I did the waist circumference, then cut the band on it. You should know that. Then I went ahead to place the band on the wrong side. I stitched around, then I'll flip to top stitch on the right side. I will go ahead to do that. I will do all that. Then I'll fix the zipper also. I'll place it on the side of the trouser. If your zipper is on the back, you do that on the back. I'll place that on the side. I'll fold the length side also. I'll do all that, then I'll bring for us to see the results. So I went ahead, I stitched everything. I had to fix the band like so. I did the the zipper, I did the sides, which you're having like this. I folded the down part also, just like so. Then the zip also, I fixed the zip, which is invisible zip. You can use any zip of choice. I had to fix the invisible zip, which by the time the back also, we did the back and the side just like this. When you open like this, you're having the zipper just like so, not too long. So I had to zip it back. We have the trouser like this. The final result of the trouser, which is as wide as this, is up to you. So I'll be showing this, I'll be wearing this to see the result of the trouser. So this is what we have after I finish sewing it. Thank you for watching this. See you on my next video. Bye.